Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Paul Nguyen. We are at the new location, Eurasian Bistro, downtown Pensacola. We're right here in the garden on Main Street and Palafox, and the place in here looks fantastic. We did have a day where we could actually come in and try out some of your cuisine a couple weeks ago, and it was fantastic. So welcome to downtown Pensacola, Paul.
Thank you very much, Rico. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you to Chamber for helping us celebrate also our opening of this new location. So you were definitely very thrilled, excited, having the location open up within this beautiful spring weather and the season to begin for this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Just one moment, I'm going to go ahead and turn up our audio here because I feel like maybe we could be a little bit louder. So there we go. And now you should be able to hear us a little bit better. So Paul, you have your location already on 9 Mile Road, or I think it's technically Davis Highway. I always call that part 9 Mile. But and I live up that way, so I love that you're down there. But I work downtown, and so now that you're down here, I can have your amazing cuisine during the day and then also for dinner at night. So tell us about why move downtown? Why expand to a different part of Pensacola, and what made you choose this selection?
Right, thank you. So as you know, our mission with Eurasian Bistro is to raise awareness and familiarity with our Vietnamese culture and cuisine. So that first location at North Davis Highway made definitely great progress toward that goal. And the opening of this location is downtown of Pensacola is to continue on that mission with the additional objectives of making us more accessible to the remaining, the greater Pensacola community. So that's one of our key objectives, is to make us more accessible and be in the center where not just the north side of town of Pensacola have, but be able to get to us. Given the Pensacola traffic, I think anything more than 15 minutes is long distance for people to travel around here. So being in the center, that's going to hopefully alleviate that issue.
Anyone who has moved to Pensacola and has lived in a larger city, you're used to going 30 minutes, maybe even sometimes an hour, to go to a restaurant or meet some friends or meet some people. Well, in Pensacola, we don't do that. 15 minutes is kind of the max top out. We don't really like to drive a long distance. So now you're available on the north side of town, and then also downtown, which actually isn't even that far from the west side of Pensacola if you happen to live over there as well. So now let's talk about your cuisine. And let's talk about some of the things that you offer. So, I know that one of your items that everyone's going to know about is your pho, which is fantastic and amazing. But you have some other items as well. So I do recommend the pho here at Eurasian Bistro. But what are some of the other items that you have on your menu?
Yes. So what we do is kind of, you think about three or four basics. Pho, which is our noodle, rice noodle. We have our bread, the bánh mì, which we make the sandwiches, from scratch every morning, from flour. So that's something that I think by now, I think in general people are pretty familiar with how fresh we make our sandwiches. So the other one is vermicelli, which is also the rice noodle. Very healthy, because we kind of associate that with almost like a spring kind of dishes, because you put a lot of vegetables and grilled meat and just the vermicelli there. So you got those three, and of course we have our noodle also. We have the stir fry or the crispy. So you give a little bit of a different kind of dishes for our palates, if you will.
Someone who's trying to be health conscious and cook at home because it's healthier. One thing that's a little bit different about your restaurant is when you eat out at Eurasian Bistro, it's just like you're making it at home, because you make it just like you make it at home. So, if you're looking to be health conscious, you can still eat at Eurasian Bistro, and you're eating basically homemade food.
Yes. So that's the I would say that's kind of core principle of our not just in front in terms of our services, but also in the kitchen is how would you like the things in terms of quality and the materials and the ingredients that we put in, at home. How would
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
to eat it? And
Yeah.
then that's how our customers and our patrons would also prefer it that way. So we'll keep that on top of our mind. That's how we prepare our food.
Well, I love it, and your food is fantastic. It tastes very, very good. Always tastes fresh, and I love that you're making your banh mi bread fresh, and that you're making all of your ingredients and your sauces fresh, and you can taste that in the quality of the food. So it's always very, very good. Now let's talk about what we have going on here, because this is a first experience of mine. I've actually dined in some Vietnamese restaurants in the past, but I've never experienced Viet coffee this way.
Sure.
So this is new, and this is something that you can get here at Eurasian Bistro. Is this available at the downtown location and on Davis Highway?
We'll make it available now, and as we're introducing, Vietnamese coffee is pretty popular and well known. But a lot of times where you get it at the restaurant, you can have it, our traditional where we can pre-brew it for you. Or, if you in the morning need to grab a cup and run, or need some extra octane for the day. But if you have a little bit of time, this is what I consider is more of a routine, not necessarily where you have to just
No, go ahead.
We can trim that or
go ahead and talk about this.
So specifically about the coffee in terms of the experiences, what I call this is a real-time brewing, if you will.
Okay.
So it's a traditional way of, if you look at the old way of espresso, we have the bean squeezed between the filter, and it actually pour the hot water into the upper part, the cup, and they slowly drip down. It's also an opportunity for, if you have friends, you can sit down in the morning or have lunch and have your meal, prepare and eat while it's brewing. So by the time you finish your meal, your coffee is ready for you. And if you like to have like the sweetened, coffee, the condensed milk at the bottom. So when you're ready for it, you just stir it and then pour that, in. If you like ice, cold coffee, then you pour that into ice and have your ice.
Yeah, I love this experience. So this is, again, I've never had it like this. So now I've had this for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we've let it steep down from the top section all the way down to the bottom. And this is hot coffee.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then down here at the bottom of it, we have the condensed milk, and it's not stirred in. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on that so our viewers can see this, and we can see what's going on here.
Right.
And this is such a unique experience, and I love, that's one of the things with coffee most of the time, unless you get it pressed.
Right.
You can't really have that slow enjoyment of the experience. This is one of the advantages of, say, getting tea. If you get hot tea, you have to let it steep. All right, now what is the next step here? What do I do?
So we're gonna make use of this lid as a dish, if you will, to put this filter over here set aside. So now you have your cup with your coffee, and you can just take the spoon and stir up the condensed milk and mix it in.
All right, let's see what that looks like.
There you go. You can see it start dissolving and mix with the black coffee up there.
Oh, look at that.
And then depending on how sweet you like, that's how much condensed milk you put in the bottom beforehand.
I see. I love it. I love it. So what a cool experience, and a unique experience, to be able to come down here, drink some genuine and fresh made Viet coffee with this unique experience. I love the idea of being able to come down here with some friends and being able to order your food or not order your food and just order this coffee while you're eating. The coffee is actually brewing here at the table, and then you can just sit down and relax and enjoy. So I'm going to take a taste of this. Oh, that is very, very good.
Fresh brew?
Yeah, delicious. That is delicious. So, Paul, tell us about what's the best way for people to find out more information if they want to either take a look at your menu, if they want to come and dine in at your location here at the Garden on Palafox and Main, or if they want to order some items to go. Do you have delivery options as well?
Yes, we do. And the simplest way is to go to our website. It will have order online links on there for both locations, so you can pick where you want your food delivered from or where you want to pick up your food from. You can pick on that location. It's an order online at the same time. We also have the phone numbers for both locations, so you can comfortable with calling in and putting in your order, you can do that also.
The number that's on the screen right now is for the downtown location, so that will order food for the downtown location if you live downtown. Well, Paul, this has been wonderful. You've always showed such a high level of hospitality at both locations. You've actually catered one of our events, which maybe we should touch on that before we go. You've catered one of our events, and it was fantastic. You even had your autonomous servers even join the party when we did that event at our State of Inclusion. So before we go, let's talk a little bit about that. You have some different service staff, which are not seen anywhere else in Pensacola.
Oh yes, so we also have this location, just like the one in North Davis, will have 2 robotic servers that will assist our server also. That's Bella and Holla, and they also help out at the catering events. Also, on that note, we do. After the events, we also do. Have done quite a few catering events, even lunch boxes for various business meetings and so on here. So we are definitely available and be more than happy to help providing that service also.
Yeah, I love it. Well, again, raving reviews, and the food was fantastic there as well. So if you have an event that you want catered, you can contact Paul and his team. Well, before we wrap up, Paul, is there anything that you'd like to tell our viewers and the viewer that's out there watching right now live, or our community?
Sure, I would love to invite additional new guests or guests that wanted to try us out, but we're on the other side of town. Well, right now we're in the middle of the heart of Pensacola. I'd love to have you come in and try our food and our coffee, real-time brewing. Along with, we have not only the local businesses and office around here, but the visitors that coming into Pensacola, to be able to experience the diversity that Pensacola has to offer in terms of cuisine offerings.
All right, fantastic. Well, be sure to visit EurasianBistro.com or give them a call, 850-786-3452. Both locations are fantastic. Both locations, you have your autonomous servers, Bella, and what's the other name?
Holla.
Holla, and then now you do have people also. There's real humans that you interact with at both locations, so you're not just interacting with a robot. And then even if you want to order and pay by phone, you can when you sit down. But again, thank you. Welcome to downtown Pensacola.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love to see you grow, and we love just meeting your family and everything, especially at the grand opening to meet all your family members. So excellent, locally owned family business here at the Garden, the Eurasian Bistro, Vietnamese infused cuisine.